What's up, everyone? Justin here, back with a new video, a different type of video, not a countdown, not a review, not a predictions, not a year in wrestling reloaded, not a reactions. It is. I'm going to show you. It's a stupid motorcycle goes by. Anyways, I'm going to show you some of my wrestling memorabilia and a lot of wrestling shirts I have, a lot of wrestling DVDs, and a few wrestling figures. One of the biggest items I have, and this will probably be a two-part video because I have a lot of damn wrestling merchandise. Whatever you can think of. I got a Stone Cold keychain. I've got wrestling hats. I've got t-shirts, figures, DVDs, magazines. I have bought everything since I was a little young kid. I have gotten I have a lot of damn wrestling merchandise and memorabilia, and I'm not gonna give it up. I refuse to give it up. Yeah, it's from my childhood, and I don't know. Some might think you shouldn't hold on to wrestling action figures or some of your stuff you got from your childhood. Well, I disagree. I like holding on to it. Brings back great memories. So the first item, that's probably the biggest that I'll show you. It is a WWF. It's like a giant thing you put on a table. It's a hockey game. It's a giant WWF hockey game. I could show you in part 2 of all the little hockey WWF superstars they came with. I don't have them with me. But anyways, it's a giant hockey game. I'll show it to you now. Let me get this chair out of the way. So here it is. It's a lot bigger in person. It's pretty damn big. There's a bunch of stickers. The WWF Eagle belts. The WWF sticker logo in the middle. Basically, it's like a hockey rink. And you set up all the WWF superstars on these little things here. See these things pull out, you turn them to control your players. Right here's the goal where you would shoot the puck in. So there it is. That was kind of annoying to show you. It's kind of even heavy, but whatever. Hope you enjoyed that. Up next, let's show you some really old WWF. Some of the first action figures they came out with. Here's, I think, like the first or second ones I ever got. Here's a Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. This is like 80, I don't know, 86 or 85. It says 1986 on it. It's kind of dark, but an original, probably the first ever Ricky Steamboat figure made, because he didn't have one in the NWA. So there it is. Let me try to get this light. I don't know, this light is not working. So you can see it better. Anyways, the Dragon Ricky Steamboat. Here's another one I might have got first. Like the first figure ever. I'm not really sure, but he was my favorite wrestler as a kid. He's the reason I'm a pro wrestling fan. First ever Hulk Hogan. Well, he probably might have had a figure in the AWA. I don't know. But here's a WWF first Hulk Hogan figure. There it is. These figures as a kid were not very... You couldn't move them. Very hard rubber. Couldn't move them. Couldn't really do DDTs with them. Or much of anything. Except punching. Basically. So there it is. Hulk Hogan. I'm sure a lot of kids... If you were a wrestling fan in the 80s... Or if you were alive, you probably had this figure. A lot of people, I'm sure, had it. It's pretty dirty, but I don't know. Dirt won't come off. So there. Does it stay up? It won't even stay up sitting. Again, these can't even sit up. Will he sit there? I don't know. I doubt it, but there it is. Pretty cool. It's like 85, 86. I dropped them. I don't know when it came out. 84. Who knows? I got it. All my figures in like probably 87 or 85. I don't know. So, anyways, the next one's a WCW Hulk Hogan. I believe 94. There it is. It's not good light when I put them to closer. Hulk Hogan from WCW. 1994, this might be the first Hogan WCW figure. I'm not sure. I think it was one of the first. Still in damn good condition. A little dirty, but whatever. So another Hulk Hogan one. I have many Hogan figures from different eras, different decades. This is a WCW Hogan figure. It says for 1997. And this is just weird. It comes with a button. This is a Hollywood Hogan figure. Comes with a button on the side of him. I don't know why that's weird. He vibrated. You put a battery in the back of him, he vibrates. Like, why? I don't get it. I don't get why they wanted the toy makers. Why did you want him to vibrate? That's just creepy. But anyways, like, what was the fucking point of having him shake and vibrate? I don't know the point. But there's Hollywood Hogan. WCW NWO figure. So here's a final one I will show you. I have many more. Too many figures to show you. I could show you some of them in part 2. Here's a Jakks, the toy company Jakks Pacific. I'm trying to look at the year. I don't know the year, but I think I got him in like 98. There's 2000, I don't know. Or 97. HBK Shawn Michaels. Figure, white gear, white pants with red and black hearts. I have many Shawn Michaels figures. I got one with red pants and another one with blue pants. So there's HBK Shawn Michaels. A Jakks Pacific WWF Shawn Michaels figure. Has the black gloves on. Again, the lighting is not good when I show them up close. Hopefully you can see it. Now let's get to some of my wrestling DVDs. I got many. from many different companies, territories, different organizations, different promotions. First one's a Smoky Mountain Wrestling DVD of one of their big shows, the Night of the Legends. There it is, Jim Cornette on the cover. Again, I don't know how good you can see this, but Night of the Legends. Jim Cornette, the Thrill Seekers, who else was in this? Rock and Roll Express, Chris Candido, Road Warrior Hawk, Ronnie Garvin, Bob Orton Jr. So, Bullet Bob Armstrong was in a match. This show, Night of the Legends, I believe is from like 94, I think. So there it is. Smoky Mountain Wrestling. Next one is, sadly, a XPW DVD. I don't know why I ever bought XPW DVDs, but I did. I probably did because I was missing ECW. But they were nothing like ECW. ECW was good. XPW was not good. I actually tried to sell this DVD many times. And the stores don't even... Used. Stores that sell used DVDs would not even want it. They didn't want to buy it from me. They wouldn't even give me $1 for it. XPW Genocide DVD. So here it is. Again, the lighting is just not good here. Let me try to move this again. Alright, still, now it's even darker. Great. Anyways, XPW Genocide. I haven't watched that DVD in like 20 years. Or whatever, whenever it came out. I think 2001. That show is from MLW, Major League Wrestling, their first ever show. I believe their first ever DVD. Where they crowned a MLW champion, MLW Genesis. MLW Genesis. Shane Douglas, Vampiro, Steve Corino on the cover. Hopefully you can see it. The lighting is shit down here. I apologize. ECW's a WrestlePalooza 97 DVD that was released when they had a videotape deal with Pioneer Entertainment. So there's ECW's WrestlePalooza 97 DVD. This is a throwback right here. The short-lived promotion XWF. I don't know who ran it or who started it. I think Jimmy Hart, one of the Nasty Boys, and Hogan tried to start it. 3 DVD set. XWF. Hogan on the cover. There's 3 DVDs. And there's a cardboard fold out of the XWF roster. A lot of 80s WWF guys. Or early 90s guys. Tony Schiavone and Jerry Lawler were on commentary. That was weird. This was on 2001 when Jerry Lawler decided he was quit WWF, so XWF got him. So yeah, Roddy Piper, I believe, was a commissioner, I think. CEO of XWF was Sable. And Roddy Piper was the commissioner. That's weird. That's not a good fit. Marty Jannetty was a part of it. These shows and tapings. Horace Hogan, AJ Styles, Kid Cash. Gosh. Jimmy Snuka Jr. Kurt Hennig, Buff Bagwell, Vampiro. WF tried to get a lot of old WCW guys and a lot of indie guys and some ECW guys. Because this was back, like, I think right after WCW went under. And ECW went under. So XWF got a lot of those guys. Simon Diamond. Don Marie. Juventud Guerrero. Psychosis. Conan. Who else? God damn, the Nasty Boys wrestled on like 1 or 2 episodes. They should not even been wrestling in 01. Bobby the Brain Heenan was there as, I believe, Kurt Hennig's manager. Who else? Norman Smiley, the Road Warriors. So there's XWF. Their only DVD release, I believe. Their shows are probably available on YouTube to find, I don't know. So here are some more DVDs, WWE DVDs. Hollywood Hulk Hogan Hawk Still Rules 2 DVD set right here. This is a very good DVD. I enjoy it. Has a short documentary about Hogan from the 80s, what he did, and coming back in 2002. One of the biggest selling, I think, ever, maybe. Most selling ever DVDs WWE put out, I think, at least in the 2000s, or in the year 2004. Sold like, I don't know the final number, but it sold like 150,000 copies. That's pretty damn good for a DVD. The Rise and Fall of ECW. Great fucking documentary. Really fucking well done. It's uncensored. TVMA. Get cursing in it. It's not censored. You hear from Bischoff, Paul Heyman, Vince McMahon, Taz, Bubba Ray Dudley, Tommy Dreamer. Great documentary on the original ECW. It's a 2 DVD set. Up next, we got a TNA DVD. TNA, very early TNA DVD from like 2002 or 3. Or maybe 2004 it came out. Total Nonstop Action Wrestling. Phenomenal. The best of AJ Styles. TNA, I believe it's our first ever DVD release. So, very good DVD. 2 discs. A lot of great AJ Styles early TNA matches on here from 2002 and 03 and 04. So very good DVD, the best of AJ Styles. They actually came out with, I believe, Volume 2, Best of AJ. TNA did. It's like an independent show. Is next. The next DVD. Basically, is a ECW reunion show right before the first ECW One Night Stand. Hardcore Homecoming. Here it is. The ECW reunion show from the ECW arena. It's, is it one disc? I don't know. It's, I think 2 discs. Let me open it. So, yeah, 2 discs. Very good DVD. I enjoy it. 2 Cold Scorpios on here. He returned. He was not a part of One Night Stand. 2 Cold Scorpio. Jerry Lynn was a part of this. He was not a part of One Night Stand. Raven was a part of it. He was not a part of One Night Stand. Tracy Smothers, Blue Meanie, New Jack was not a part of One Night Stand. I wonder why. Because the guy's nuts. Main event was Terry Funk, Shane Douglas, Sabu in a barbed wire match. So that's Hardcore Homecoming, I believe is the name. Here's a Smoky Mountain Wrestling matches DVD before they were stars. Jericho Landstorm, Cactus Jack on the cover, and El Snow. Before they were stars, a lot of their matches, these are all matches from Smoky Mountain Wrestling before they were stars DVD. Before they were famous, it says. So these are all, again, Smoky Mountain Wrestling matches. You had Kane before he was Kane. D'Lo Brown in a match before he was D'Lo in WWF. Chris Kanyon. Hugh Morris before he's in WCW. Jerry Lynn. Bob Holly. The Headbangers before WWF. Sonny's first appearance on TV, it says. Heavenly Bodies, the Bruise Brothers, who became the Harris Brothers. So there it is. I got a lot more here. WWE DVD release, I think from 2002. Divas Undressed. Tori Wilson on the cover. Hopefully you can see it. It has like a lingerie fashion show in it, or lingerie contest, a part of the DVD. That's pretty fun to watch. It was the Attitude Era, so still it was basically the Ruthless Aggression Attitude Era still going on. That's why it's called Divas Undressed. So here's a shoot interview that I wish I could get rid of because she's a trash person. But nobody will buy it from me because they don't want it. Shoot interview with Sonny. I bought this like 10, 15 years ago. Wish I didn't have it, but I have it. In here, she reveals, shocker, that she slept with Shawn Michaels in '96, and she claimed her and Chris were broken up. I doubt that. She probably cheated on him for like the 50th time or more. ROH DVD. ROH put out a shoot interview with Francine. Shoot interview. ECW's Francine. Very good interview, very good shoot. I really like Francine and love what she did when she was a manager in wrestling. I thought Francine was great. Fucking underrated, great heel manager. Could cut a promo. She looked great, and she was very good at her job. Another shoot interview from 2007. Shoot interview with the Sandman. It's pretty damn good stuff. Here he says, he don't say anything in it. The guy's pretty nuts. But he had really good stories, crazy stories. Shoot interview with Vader. I'm really glad I have this. Rest in peace, Vader. I think this was done in 98 or 99 or 2. I don't know the year, but he talks about getting released by WWF, so it had to be in like 99 or 2000. Anyway, shoot interview with Vader. Very good shoot interview. Another two more shoot interviews. Shoot interview with Sid Vicious, Volume 2. I have his Volume 1 shoot interview also. I like Sid, and I like all the stories he had. Shoot interview with Scott Hall. Really good shoot interview. I think is done. I don't know the year, but I don't know when this was done. But it's a very good shoot interview. 2-disc shoot interview with Scott Hall. So now let's get to some old school wrestling DVDs. Wrestling Gold series. 5 DVDs here. So it's Wrestling Gold. A lot of these matches are from Memphis Wrestling. Jerry Lawler matches against like Nick Bockwinkel. A lot of these matches are either from Memphis Wrestling from the 80s. The Memphis territory, Jerry Lawler. And a lot of these other matches are just like random from different territories. I don't think Mid-South isn't in them, but like other promotions that were territories from Texas are where some of these matches are. One of them is in black and white from like the 50s or early 60s, where some guy is wrestling a damn bear. A real life bear. He brings in the damn ring and he wrestles him. It's crazy. Looks like it's from the 50s, footage on one of these DVDs. So some of the matches on this first one, you got, it's called No More Mr. Nice Guy, Wrestling Gold Collection number 4. Jim Cornette and Dave Meltzer do commentary if you want to hear commentary on some of these matches. They talk about a lot of the wrestlers and the history of the wrestlers. So you got Bobby the Brain Heenan in a very early match. I think it's from the 60s or 70s. Bobby Heenan against Cowboy Bob Ellis. Macho Man Randy Savage against Austin Idol. That's Memphis. Jerry Lawler. Nick Bockwinkel. That's Memphis. Another Randy Savage Austin Idol match. Chief Jay Strongbow. Bulldog Don Kent in a shark cage match. That is not good. It's a tiny shark cage and they start fighting in it. It's really dumb. King Kong Bundy, Rick Rude took on Jerry Lawler, Macho Man. That's from Memphis. Bruiser Brody in a match, in a tag. The Original Sheik against Andre the Giant. A lot of old school matches here. Terry Funk, Ivan Putski against Gino Hernandez and Tully Blanchard. So that's first DVD, number 4. Here's collection number 2. Rick Rude, Jerry Lawler, The Crusher, Dick the Bruiser, The Little Bruiser, I guess he was a midget, against Blackjack Mulligan, Bobby Heenan, Blackjack Lanza. That might be from the AWA. Bruno Sammartino and Dick the Bruiser against Ernie Ladd and Baron Von Raschke. A lot of old school matches on this DVD. The Fabulous Ones. Lanny Poffo and Macho Man against Rock and Roll Express. So here's collection number 3, Wrestling Gold DVD. Junkyard Dog Butch Reed, that's probably Mid-South. What else here? Jerry the King Lawler against Kamala. I believe like right after the Kamala gimmick was pretty damn new. Jim Neidhart against Austin Idol. Terry Funk against Harley Race. Dick Slater against Dory Funk Jr. So, yeah, a lot of old school matches again. Mostly from the 80s and 70s. Here's Wrestling Gold Collection number 5 DVD. Magnum TA is in a match. Chief Wahoo McDaniel against Tully Blanchard. Nick Bockwinkel against Magnum TA. Here's a final one. Wrestling Gold Collection number 1. Abdul the Butcher against Bruiser Brody, Larry Zbyszko, Scott Casey, Jerry Lawler against somebody named Bob Sweetin. Bruiser Brody against Nick Bockwinkel, and the special referees Luthez. I don't know why he would want to ref that match, but because Bruiser Brody was pretty nuts. So Bob Orton Jr., Adrian Adonis, a very, very young Shawn Michaels against Ken Johnson. Sherry Martel against Judy Martin. So all these matches look like they're from the 80s. So here's another 5-box set. This is Ultimate Wrestling 5 DVD box set. Got the best of Cactus Jack. I only got 4 of the DVDs here. I got the other one up in my room. But this is Superstars Collection Volume 2. Jerry Lawler. These are all matches from USWA right after WCCW went under and became USWA, basically. These are all USWA matches that were at the Sportatorium. Your music video on The Missing Link, Booker T, a very young rookie Booker T in action. A very young, stunning Steve Austin against Chris Adams, the guy that trained him. The Patriot goes up against a Cuban assassin. Jerry Lawler takes on Terry Funk. They're either all matches from USWA, what I remember, and Global Championship Wrestling. I believe WWE now owns all the footage of Global Champion, whatever it's called, Global Championship Wrestling. So, next DVD's Best of Jeff Jarrett in USWA. Very young looking, like 18-year-old Jeff Jarrett, maybe 19. Maybe he's 20. I don't know. Jeff Jarrett takes on people like The Beast, Jeff Gaylord, Billy Joe Travis, and then Jeff Jarrett takes on Jerry the King Lawler. So 5 matches of Jeff Jarrett's from when he was a rookie in USWA. Or whatever, I think that was the name of the damn promotion. Best of Cactus Jack. Says no holds barred. Very young looking Mick Foley from USWA takes on Terry Gordy. Eric Embry takes on Jeff Jarrett and Matt Bourne. Tag match, and takes on Jimmy Jack Funk. So now, the final DVD's Best of Steve Austin. Stunning Steve Austin from like 89 or 90 when he was a rookie. Steve Austin takes on guys like Chris Adams, Bill Dundee, Another Chris Adams match, 6-man tag. Best of Steve Austin. Very young Steve Austin. When he had long hair. So now I'm going to show you a lot of my wrestling shirts. And then I will end this part 1. Here's my newest wrestling shirt I got a couple weeks ago. Asuka. It says Asuka at the bottom. There it is. Very cool looking shirt. There's a Eddie Guerrero shirt. Latino Heat. It says Latino Heat, Eddie Guerrero. Roddy Piper shirt. Hot Rod shirt. Alexa Bliss shirt. Twisted Bliss. The back says Alexa Bliss. Next shirt is a WWE ECW shirt when they came back. ECW Razor Blade logo. Says give blood. There's the back. Says extreme since 93. Next shirt, NXT UK's coming back. I miss this woman. I miss seeing her wrestle. I'm a big fan of her. Toni Storm. Toni Storm shirt. This woman is gone. She's pregnant right now. The man, Becky Lynch. There it is. Their bloodied up face after Nia Jax punched her out almost. Knocked her out almost. That is actually a good thing for Becky's career that she got her face busted. I think it helped her. Here's an original. I got this shirt in 1998 at a record store, CD store. Original ECW shirt. ECW Hardcore Wrestling. ECW had some great shirts. They had some really fucking good shirts, I thought, with their logo. Or with the ECW letters. The back is all faded because it's old. But it said, it's not for everyone. Another, here's a WWE shirt. Sting. The two faces of Sting, old school, and the Crow. Sasha Banks, the first ever women's wrestler shirt I ever got. Here it is, Banks Club. Legit boss, Sasha Banks. Here's a really old shirt. Still fits. Not that faded. A WCW shirt. The tag says 1998. Ric Flair when he returned on Nitro, I believe September 98 when he returned in a tuxedo. That's all the shirt says is woo, and then it says Ric Flair. The only Ric Flair shirt I have. Here's the back. Pretty cool. It says 4 Horsemen. So, 2 more shirts, I believe. Here's a TNA Impact Wrestling shirt. With some crap on it. Or dust. I gotta wash it, actually. Or I don't know, there's cat hair on it because I have 3 cats. EC3 shirt. Trouble Inc. EC3 shirt. Right there it says EC3. The back says Impact Wrestling. Final shirt is an original ECW shirt, but WWE released it when they brought back ECW, so I had to get it. ECF&W shirt. This is one of my favorite wrestling shirts, for sure. I have a lot of favorite ones, but this is really a favorite of mine because I loved the original ECW. Hope you enjoyed this video of some of my wrestling merchandise, figures, DVDs, shirts. I'll do a part 2, maybe a part 3. If I get a lot of views, maybe I'll do a part 2. If I don't, I might not even do a part 2. I don't know. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing what I have. Some of my wrestling merchandise. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Bye for now.